Hi guys. The lighting in here isn't really as good as I would like it to be, but let's not worry about the lighting anyway. Hi, it's been a long time, and I'm so sorry it's been such a long time since I recorded. And I know I probably look different. I've got dreadlocks now, and I'm just waiting for them to get really long and pretty, so um, but as I understand, it's probably going to take me about 2 years to get the locks where I want them to be, especially like these up here. These down here are growing, because it's in the back, but I mean, it's growing fast, so. But I would think it once I'm like starting the second year that I'll be happier with how they look right now. I'm kind of like, I'm dealing with it. It's not what I'm used to. I'm used to big hair, but I can't get my wigs on anymore. So I can't wear my big hair anymore. So I've got to wear this. But so I'm getting used to it, and I've just been wearing big earrings, which I forgot to put on. I forgot my earrings. Anyway, so, but yeah, I moved from where I used to live, about 45 minutes away, so that kept me busy. I had a lot of stuff to pack, and then now I have a lot of stuff to unpack, and I'll show you some of that on another video. Um, but so it's a new town. It's a smaller town than what I was used to. Um, it's different. It's not as pretty as what I was used to. But I still go to my old town, like to run errands and stuff. So if I just want to take a nice drive somewhere, it's a pretty drive. But yeah, this town doesn't have like the same landscaping and stuff as the other town. But it's okay. I mean, I did it to be closer to my son and my grandkids, so that's why I moved up here. So, and I am much closer to them now. It's just like 10 minutes away. So that's good. So anyway, today I was just working on working on laundry, and then I had to run to Home Depot and get a flower and get a hummingbird feeder and some hummingbird food. Um, and I'm grilling today. I'm going to be grilling chicken, and I was just going to show you about barbecue in general because I live in the Kansas City area. And if you Google Kansas City, like Kansas City barbecue, it's some of the best barbecue in the entire world. I mean, our barbecue is fabulous, and you need to know how to cook barbecue if you're gonna, not embarrass yourself in Kansas City. So, I do love to barbecue chicken and beef and pork. So, I'll be showing you that, and that's it. Yeah, laundry, Home Depot, and barbecue, and that's enough for today. So, thank you. Stick around. Please like, share, and subscribe. And here's my kitty. She's very nosy. Calliope. And thank you again for being here and supporting me. And I hope you have a good Saturday. Okay, so we're heading on the highway home from Olathe. I used to live in a town called Olathe, Kansas, and so I'm moving like 45 minutes away. And this is the highway taking us there. And I think I'm actually singing on this track. It looks like oh, there's our Arby's. It's Arby's, yeah, for big old roast beef sandwich. If you want a roast beef sandwich, go to Arby's. And then there's a bunch of traffic. There's a BP on the corner. And off we go again. There's a Walgreens for all of your um, convenience store needs, all your drugstore needs. That's a Price Chopper grocery store. And then from there, it's just pretty flat. Kansas is. It's like there's certain towns that have a lot of hills, but then I mean like steep hills. They're not mountains, but like if you think about Lawrence, Kansas, where the University of Kansas is, there's a lot of steep hills, and trying to walk or ride a bicycle, it's like forget it. It can be difficult. But this particular part of Kansas here where the highway is, it's flat. And that's basically what it looks like. The whole route is pretty much like this. It's a route that we've been taking pretty much every other weekend because it seems like since I moved, we haven't found a. We found some grocery stores, but there's not like a Hy-Vee grocery store, which is what we really like, and um, I don't know. We're getting used to it. Um, Now it looks like we're getting closer to my house all of a sudden. I think yeah, yeah, we're getting closer to my house, so this is my turn. Um, but yeah, it seems like every other weekend we've been going back to Olathe for to run errands there because we haven't figured out everything that's around us yet. But this is approaching the apartment complex where I live, or townhouse complex, and we're coming up on it here. And I just found it online. I didn't really do a lot of driving around in this town before I found it. I didn't know anything about this town, but it's just a little town in Kansas, and this is the apartment complex, and I think, or the townhouses, and I think they look nice. I'm happy with it. It's cool. It's been a nice community so far. And here I am doing laundry, my favorite chore. Not. No, I don't really like doing laundry, but who does, right? I don't know. I guess some people do. I know here in the United States, everybody uses a washing machine. If you don't own one, you go to a laundromat. That's a place where they have a bunch of washers and dryers, and you can use those. Otherwise, every home owns one. And I've just got a blanket in there that I'm trying to wash. I'm trying to make my bed. So that's what I'm doing here. And I am probably at this moment getting the soap together because I'm trying to do it with one hand. I'm not used to recording like this yet, so I'll have to get the hang of it. But there we go. There goes the soap. And then I'll have to put some fabric softener in there so that it comes out nice and soft and smelling good. the cat hair won't stick to it as much. Let's see, am I getting that in there? I think I am. There we go. I'm trying to do it with one hand. There we go. And that looks like enough. That's enough fabric softener. And then after that, you just close the lid and tell it what to do. There's some buttons which I will show you. See, there's buttons on the back, and then they're all lit up because I had opened the lid, and you just want it set to, you check your settings, and then just press start. And there you go. And it's noisy. Some aren't noisy, but I didn't buy the most expensive one, so that's why it's noisy because it's cheap. But it works, and that's all I care about, really. I do like having a nicer washer, but we were just moving, and I had all. I'll try to show you what it looks like while it's washing. See, that's the water going in. So this is the rinse water going in. It's already washed, so now it's going to rinse. So it's filling up with this cold rinse water. It's very cold. And but it's filling up with this cold rinse water, and then once it gets full, then this thing turns back and forth like this, and it moves the blanket back and forth, and your laundry, whatever you have in here, it moves it back and forth, and that's how it gets it clean. Now it's done. And that's that. So my grill is really dirty, so it's time for me to clean it out. I've got a lot of ash in there underneath and in the bowl, so I'd better clean that out right now. So I'm going to take out the bottom grate there. That's the one that holds the coal, and look at it, it's got barbecue sauce all over it. It's just like stuck on it. That's a mess. So let's see if I can get all that off of there. Look at it. It's just dirty and dusty, but it'll be fine. I just need to get all of that off of there. Get most of it off, and then it'll burn off, like, because it's just for holding the coal. It's not going to touch the food at all. So put that down there, and then I'm going to try to use a paper plate, which is not the best thing, but to scrape out this coal dust that's from the previous coal that's been left in there. I could probably try to, if I was stronger, I could tip it over maybe, but that's probably too messy too. I don't know. That's the only way I know how to get this stuff out of here. I used to have a metal scraper, and it worked better than these paper plates, but that's what I'm doing. And then I'm just trying to put it in this ginormous trash bag that I have. It's an enormous trash bag. It's way too big for all of this, but I can use it for other things. But, so that's what I'm doing here, is I'm just putting the dust into the trash bag. Kind of hard to get to all of it. And if I had a grill, like a brush, You're probably supposed to brush it through the holes in the bottom and empty it that way because that's what they're for. But this is pretty good. So I'll put the grates back on there. And then I'll just throw that trash bag away. Alrighty, so the blanket is dry, or it's washed now. So it's ready to go in the dryer. See if I can do this with one hand. Not exactly. It's all empty. Slam it. Put it on. Oh, there we go. More dry. Turn it on. Home Depot. Okay, so I'm at Home Depot and checking out these purple flowers, and then I see these pink ones, and I'm like, oh my God, look at all these flowers. So I can't really make up my mind. And plus, they're kind of expensive. They're like close to $30, 30 US dollars out there. And I'm trying not to spend that much if I don't have to. I'm hoping to spend about 15 on a hanging plant. I just need one for now. Um, and I'm looking to spend about 15. I do want red, and that's why I'm looking at those red ones. But I just want red because hummingbirds like red plants, and I'm trying to attract hummingbirds. And then I see these over there, but then I didn't see quite enough hanging plants for me to make a decision outside. So then I'm heading inside the store. And I'm holding the camera down just because there's a bunch of people there, so that's why you don't see anything right now. But then I do get past the people. And they have a bunch of flowers right now this time of year, which is good. So the selection was there. They had a lot of plants down on the ground, and then they had tables with plants, and then they had these plants hanging from the ceiling. So those were the ones I wanted, but and they're pretty and they were the right, color, but then I had to pick which kind of plant I wanted. And I needed a plant that was gonna be good in the sun, like full sun, because I don't have any shade trees. So then I started looking for the flowers that work well in the sun, and um, then I saw these, and I wind up picking that purple one because that's the only one that I can reach. The rest of them are too high. They're hanging like too high, and I'm in there by myself. So I wind up getting that purple plant, but you can't see it right now. I don't know if I show it again. I don't know. Let's see if I show that purple. It's like right there. Hmm. Yeah, right. You can kind of just see part of it up at the top there on the screen. But anyway, but that's the one that I wound up buying, and I'll show you later if you don't see it in here. Um, okay. I'm sorry, I was talking to my husband. Anyway, I don't know if you can see. Oh, I'll put it here. And then you still don't see it. Oh, there you see it. That's the one I got. Okay. See, it's very pretty. I fell in love with it. I wanted red though, but I think the hummingbirds will still like it. And then, so I found their hummingbird feeders, and I wound up getting one of them. Um, the one that one for 15.97, and then I got that a red bottle of that Perky Pet stuff to feed them because they need their own special food. So I'll show you my hummingbird feeder later when I get it set up. So now it's time for me to start barbecuing. So I'm gonna be barbecuing chicken, but these are cuts of beef. I also grill beef, and these are like the cuts that they have in the U.S. So like steaks, different kinds of steaks and chops and ground hamburgers. So those are the common pieces of meat that we eat when we eat beef. And then we can grill it and make beef kebabs, or we make steaks. You know, you grill the steaks, which is so good. Or we eat pork, and those are pork ribs. And this is what they look like when they're cut up, and they are so good. Come to Kansas City for good pork ribs. Um, and then these are rib tips. They're like part of the rib, the top part of the rib. My neighbor plays the worst music ever. I hope you can't hear it. He's on his motorcycle. You can probably hear the motorcycle, and the music is horrendous. He's a jackass. There, now he turned it off. And I already cleaned the grill, but I'm cleaning it again. And I'm going to bring the chicken out here shortly. And here's my chicken. It's leg and thigh quarters. And I've got garlic under the skin, like, chopped garlic, diced garlic, minced garlic, that's what it is. Minced garlic under the skin. And then I've got jerk chicken seasoning all over the chicken. And then I added some soy sauce for salt because I didn't put any salt on it. So I've added soy sauce for salt and color. And so I've got those arranged on the grill now. And I will just let them cook. Like, I don't put it over the coals, I put it off to the side. And then I got them arranged a little better so that I could throw some potatoes on there. Um, you just scrub the potatoes and then rub them with salt and olive oil, and then wrap it in foil and stick those on. So this is how my chicken came out. It looks good. It was good. What happened was a storm blew up and the winds were really high and we had to take everything off the grill really fast. So I had to take the chicken and the potatoes off and finish them in the oven. But it came out really good. So um, thank you so much for watching. And again, please like and subscribe and share. And please come back for the next video.